Yo, what up, guys? Beside you here to give you an update on this brand new Genshin account that I started this Genshin journey. Day 67 so far. I want to show you what I've been up to and where we're headed right now. I've made a lot of progress. You can see AR 52, and we finally used all our saved up fragile resin. And before this video goes any further, I want to give a huge shout out to somebody who made a lot of my progress possible. How did it make it possible? By simply being in co-op with me. He was an endgame player, or is an endgame player, I should say. And let me just see if we can find where he is on the friend list. He deserves a special shout out, I tell you, because that's not co-op. I'm talking about friend list right here, right? Let's see. Shakespeare right here. Shakespeare. He made all this possible. He joined my world for 3 days straight. You know how long it takes to finish to 57 or up to 60 fragile resin that we had? He was patient enough to go into every dungeon with me, every place where I needed to spend that resin, whether it's an artifact grind or anything. He made it possible because he was patient enough to just sit there, allow me jump around the map, even help me finish some daily progression. Anything that needed to be done, he was there. Of course, endgame players who are kind of bored of their own world or bored of they've beat everything, they jump around and help newer players, but he was patient enough to stick with me. I didn't even need to co-op with 4 people. He alone could take down any boss I was against in any artifact domain or anything like that. So he was even very, very patient. If I wanted to do a quest, he could log out and come back once that quest is done. That's a lot of patience that a lot of people do not have. So right here, Shakespeare, he helped me get our first thing I'll show you on this account is because the last episode I didn't show mod progression, but right now I've gone ahead and got the catch. Yes, I showed you I got the catch in the last video, right? But I put it on our Xiangling and check out this weapon progression level 70. The amount of resources you need to level up the catch is crazy. So he made it possible for us to jump around the map, patient enough to let me go into the interactive map and pinpoint each area we go to. He helped me beat them while I also fight along, because most of my gear was not leveled up. Most of my artifacts was not leveled up and all that. So finally we'll get enough artifacts to level up and build my full team. I'll show you the full team build for all these 4 champions that made up my first team right here. So this is the catch, the latest addition for weapons, and I plan to get it to the highest level. It's just that Xiangling is not our highest priority champion right now. That's why I stopped leveling the catch. Else it would have been the highest level 90 by now, but I stopped for now because Xiangling took a backseat. Why? Because we got our first 5-star champion, and since we got to Sumeru, I finally thought it's time to leveling up. The materials this champion also needed to level up was locked behind a boss. And where is that material for the attributions? It was locked behind the boss. Let me open it right here. This boss, Jade Plume, Terror Shroom, and one other. So he helped me build this boss consistently. Again, we kept fighting it, go to the other Dendro hypothesis, come back to right here, because to get this one's Dendro hypothesis, yes, I was right. So we run between the two until we get enough material to get this champion to level 80. That's a lot of farming with fragile resin consistently. He was just beating the boss and I was just tanking it with my Noel. So he's currently at 80, still rocking his 3-star weapon because he has no other better option, unfortunately. The weapon is 90 though, which is a good thing. And check out the talents for this champion. You needed a lot of fungi. Oh, I fought the fungi once and used what's his name, Xiangling, but that wasn't the way to kill the fungi and get what you needed from them. So this items to get, you needed a lot of fungi, and fungi activated, fungi scorched. Basically Xiangling was not the champion to fight with. So crystalline, side dust, and what was the smaller one that I needed? What's the name? This one, luminescent pooling. A lot of it was farmed because I had to hop around using interactive map to farm all this content. This one was easy to obtain from the domain, right? But this one was the most difficult to farm because there's not a lot of fungi. I had to go to other players' world to farm it. Another important resource that this champion needed to get him to where he needed to be was this, and Niloptolal Niloptla Lotus, and you have to change your time to night when you over there pick this by the waterside bodies in Sumeru, and I made that possible. I'll still need to farm this. Now I can solo this by myself, Majestic Hooked Beak. I need to farm it a lot more to get him to level 90. Yes, it still has one more step to go. I could probably do this in my crafting table. I have enough to make this, but this one still has to be farmed. This one cannot be crafted. I need to fight that bird, annoying bird, but I can tank all the damage and get that bird down a lot more times, and then finally get this champion to 90. So yes, he will be 90. He's the next champion to hit 90. Xiangling did hit 90 because yes, I have a lot of saved up resources already for Xiangling before this player came around to help me. So he did help me fight this this fire hypothesis, right? The flower, basically, to get Xianglings to 90. And then I was like, Xiangling is not doing so well against Dendro. Basically, Dendro and Pyro don't go well together. It's either Dendro or Cryo, or Dendro or Electro, or Dendro or what do you call this, water? So Hydro. So basically, Xiangling was not doing well in that first Dendro team. So Xiangling will stay in my second team with what's his name now, Xinkyu, and he's also not lacking a weapon, but still managed to get to level 80 with the help of this awesome player who I gave a shout out, because he helped me a lot to get all this crazy amount of cleansing hearts that is needed from that Oceanate. I hate fighting the Oceanate because back then I didn't have any bow character besides what's her name now, our trustee Amber leveled up, so he wasn't ready yet to fight that. But right now I can go in right there because of those flying things in that place. So I couldn't really take them down with my champions who are doing melee attacks. Until now I can finally go in there and actually take down the Oceanids. But I don't think his priority, he stays at 80 until everybody's that is higher priority goes to 90. So that's the priority right here. He doesn't even have a lot of talents leveled up. A lot of other people are still getting talents before he will get his talents leveled up. I'm saving the gear for last. I'm just showing the progressions. And as for the Traveler is already 80. He's gonna stay there for now. No need to push Traveler to 90. But check out our Noel. She's also 80, but we did get a little bit of her talents up. Now I need to farm a little bit of these items. Oh, I can get out one more. Well, almost. So Divaling did drop a little bit of, because Noel is still our only source of shielding and healing in this entire team. You see right here, that is my 4-man team. Noel is always in my teams, because if I bring in a bunch of squishy champions who do a lot of damage, I'll die some way somehow against some difficult enemy. But she's there, especially when we fought against one of these boss. What's her name now? Shogun, the riding Shogun. Damn, I needed to unlock that boss before reset happened, and I made it happen. I checked out the quest and I saw what I needed and I got it happen. We'll talk about quests. I just wanted to show you the character development first on the account. Everybody's looking good, 80, 80, 80, 90, and so on. And their weapons looking good also. I did go get her one more refinement for this weapon, the white blind, because she's gonna be using it for a long time. Remember, I'm free to play, so I don't hope to get anything better than this anytime soon. And yeah, this is what she's gonna be rocking right now, refinement 3, which is perfect for her. Now it's time for us to talk about artifacts, because that's where I spent all the other ones. This dude was 80. All the other remaining fragile resin was spent in the artifact domain. And let's see what we got. I'm not going to show it right here. Let me show it. Well, I could show it individually by champion before we show everything in general. So artifact domains, I needed, well, I always refer to the blogs and all that to tell me the best artifacts for these champions. And they suggested that 4 pieces of Gilded Dreams was the best one for this champion. And yeah, maybe on a different day we can look at their individual stats, but I'm just gonna show you he's rocking a 4-piece Gilded Dreams. And can see the total? Nothing special for now. Remember, I just needed a 4-piece that is working and I moved on. I didn't stay there, refarm that stage until I get something perfect. No, I wasn't looking for something perfect. I was looking for something usable right now, and I got a 4-piece that was usable at least right now, and then I moved on for that domain. The same thing for the Traveler. He went with Deadwood Memories and Yeah, Deadwood Memories 4-piece right here. It seems like it was the best one for him to help because he's gonna stay at Dendro champion, right? So it's really helping, especially with the ultimate to reduce the resistance of the opponents, right? Yes, Dendro resistance will be decreased by 30% for 8 seconds. And yes, my Dendro champion can now do a lot more damage. So what about Noelle? She went with her defensive set, which is Husk of Opulent 4-piece also. Yes, I did farm all these artifact domains until I got a 4-piece and I got out of it. So it might not be the best stats, but it's gonna help a little bit. How much defense do we have on her right there? 92, not a lot, but energy recharge is not important. We can refine this later. And geo damage bonus 46%. We can refine all this later. I just needed a 4 working piece so I can start beating some content. I also got some emblem of severed fate for this dude. Artifact domains right here. You see, he's not high priority, so I didn't take his to level 20 yet. The other champions that are 20 is right now Noelle, Traveler, and this dude. This one is a supporting character. It's not yet 20 in all its artifacts. I've not gone back to start farming this again. So that's with this one, because I'm putting him on the second team. I don't think his artifact should be 20 right now or refined. I have to refine others before I come back to my Xiangling, because right now Xiangling is even doing a lot of crazy damage that I can't even believe. Just that she doesn't work well with Dendro. That's why I'm not bringing her into my first team for now, because everybody says Electro and Hydro and Cryo are the best way to pair with Dendro. So I'll have to follow along with that instructions. So those are the 4 champions that are shining on my team right here in terms of the artifacts and all that. So what about all these other champions? Nothing, no progression on them, nothing. I told you I hyper focused on this first 5 you see on this list right here, and now they are part of my main team. When I need Cryo, one comes up. So what if I need Electro? I don't have any champion. And somebody says this champion might be a better champion in terms, or might be an option for as a second shielder for content like the Spiral Abyss, right? Where I'll need two different teams. She's a champion that I feel like she'll be a second Cryo champion. Because right now on my teams, I do not have Cryo. You can see I don't have this champion built at all. It's still at level 40 on my account. So maybe it's either I build Kaya as my first Cryo champion or I build Layla. You guys let me know in the comments who I should go with as my first Cryo champion, because as to build a balanced team, you need all of these elements available for you, right? If I'm wrong, tell me. And then for my second team, I'm also considering this champion, Yao Yao. The only reason why I'm contemplating adding this champion to my team is because of her constellations. Is it he? I don't think this is she. Well, her constellation is also something that made me consider it, because I don't have any champion on my account right now that has this high amount of constellations. Maybe it's not a criteria to build a champion. Maybe you guys let me know. Is she good as a Dendro applicator, or what does she do in the team? I've not checked out any video about her. I just focused on my other champion until when I have enough resources. After I'm done with my first 5, then I'll begin to focus resources on anybody else to join my teams. Another champion that I wanted to join the team is this dude. Check out the constellations. Remember, I'm free to play. I got all these their constellations when I was trying to get what's his name now, Kazuha, right? I was getting duplicates of this champion and I keep getting their constellations, and that's where we are right now, free to play. Gotten a 6C6 animal Shikanoi Hazel. I see some people building him as a damage dealer, but from what I see online from videos, people are saying he's not that great. It's not like SSS tier, like it's not that great. But being C6, it might be something I can maybe consider to build for some content. You guys let me know. I'll have to consider it as an option, because definitely you can't have a C6 champion sitting right here when it could help you in somewhere that you're not even considering right now. All right, so that's what I'm considering right now. See, my Mora is still high. I still have a lot of what do you call these things now that you use to level up materials. I still have a lot of them to take champions to where they need to be, because I did not build 10 champions at the same time. I only build those 5. So I still have a lot to go around to build one more champions to 80. I got it because we finished Monster, we finished Liwe before we moved along to all these Dendro and Electro regions. That's a lot of progression. So you guys, I'm looking forward to your comments below to let me guide me on how to progress, because right now I feel like this progress so far is solid, but I think I can do better. or I can go there, start refining my gear if it's not important. I'm going to farm a lot more talent on that. That's the next plan, to get this champion to the highest maximum level in terms of his talents and his level 90. That's my first plan. He must be my highest potential champion, even with a 3-star weapon. He must get to his maximum potential on my team. All right, I think I'm done hyping my champion artifact weapons and showed you all what I've done so far on the account and what I've neglected. So hopefully I can get some feedback regarding that, because like I said, I'm a new player or returning player to Genshin, so I'm kind of out of the loop on all the best things to do. Now let's head over to what do you call this thing now? Quests? Is that what it's called? And see how far. I focused on Archon quests, especially the ones that will help me unlock the what's her name now? Raiden Shogun quest. I tried to focus on the Archon quest, and I'm still focused on Archon quest. They did derail me a little bit and told me to go do some of the other commissions, right? These ones that took me to do some of them, especially the ones that involved this story quest for some champions. Yes, some were locked behind. Like I think this one, where it's one of them was locked, not Kazuha. Nilu was required for one of these quests. I have to do Nilu, and come on, I'm still looking at Nahida and I still hating this champion quest. But she was too weak. We've seen a lot of Archons that were strong and powerful and all that, but she was weak, too weak. Well, at least the Akasha is no longer active and all that, so done with that quest. Sorry to spoil it for anybody else who does not know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's Nahida quest right here that I can't get over how weak she was. But let's go back to the quest and see what else is coming. A lot more is coming in terms of Perilous Trail and Inversion of Genesis, which are also locked behind some other story quests that I have to do. So it's a long read. Some don't even have words. Even if they are speaking the words, I try to click past through them fast because I read faster than they speak. So I read fast and click next, so I don't have to wait for them to slowly enunciate what they are saying in the quest. It's a lot. You're spending 2-3 hours on quests. This game, I guess it's part of the story, but maybe I'm kind of impatient with it because I'm trying to get to the end game as fast as possible. I'm not even playing I'm not playing efficiently as possible. I'm not going around the map collecting everything. I'm actually looking on chest. I'm passing by the chest. I'm trying to head to the end game. Then we can come back and start picking up things around the world and all that stuff. So that's the way I'm going about it. So that's the progression so far in quest. I did head back into, let's see the maps and see how far I've unlocked, right? That's another progression right here. The first update is I did go back to, is it what it's called? Tevet? And get this chasm. There was a quest that said ring 2 bells. I'd come back here and got it done. That also unlocked another quest for me that I could go ahead. So if I should scroll through the map, you can see I unlocked this part, Desert of Hadra. I've not explored it though. I just saw this waypoint and I unlocked it. The only point that got me to here is this hypothetical desert that required me to come in here and beat that King Deshrat. Well, did we beat him actually, or did we do something? No, we actually found out the truth about how the Dendro Archon helped him and all that, and they sacrificed themselves, right? So that's what we came here for, so the King Deshrat followers could stop misleading or being so rebellious, and we solved that quest. So that's the only thing that brought me here. I've not explored further. That's why a lot of things are still locked on this part. I just came here for the quest and I left. The desert is not a fun place to be, and yeah, I have to explore it after I'm done with. So I'm back to Inazuma. Because there is a lot to explore in Inazuma before I go back to Sumeru and the desert. So I want to actually finish Inazuma before I go. A lot of those electro things to collect and max up my levels in this statue of something. And then what's this 3 right here? Depth of Shrine, Narukami Shrine, Secret. So I have to get all that one done. That's why I'm here today, and get that done before I move on to other quests. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Finish up all this and yeah, get everything done in this place, because right now I'm at this spot where they require me to help the resistance beat some Fatui people, and that's what I'm here for in this quest, doing that. So that's the map progress, and something you don't see on the map is that the underground of the mines, yes, I also unlocked this entire one because it was actually a quest that required me to ring those 2 bells over here, and I got that underground fully unlocked, not fully explored, fully unlocked, and fully the mission, the quests. I skipped out a lot of them and it was too long. And yeah, so that's the progression in terms of maps. A lot of things have been unlocked. Is there any other thing that has not been unlocked for me yet that I'm not aware of? If I should look at the map, is there any other thing that looks like I needed to unlock? Okay, some part over here. I guess that's a new part. Is there another new region that I'm not aware of? You guys let me know. I think that's it for now. I have every place in Genshin unlocked. Well, this area not yet unlocked. This area still hidden, but we'll get to it soon. We'll get to it soon and surely. New week, and now there's an update I needed to give about this place, which is something that everybody should farm every day, and I managed to beat up to where I don't want to teleport there, but I managed to beat up to floor 7 with my 2 teams, the fire pyro team and water, and the two dendro champions in another team. I got it done up to that level, 3-star up to 7. So that's a huge progress from 4, where we have to 3-star 4, stage 4 of the spiral abyss. Now we can actually 3-star stage 7. I didn't try 8 or 9 because it's going to be a little bit too difficult. So let's see, maybe this time when we get everybody to 90, we can maybe beat a lot more than just that. When we have a lot more people joining our teams, because Amber had to join our teams. A level 20, what's her name? What's that champion that is doing water healing? Barbara, level 20 Barbara, who has no access artifacts on her, had to join our team because we did not build a lot more champions than we needed. So that's something to note right here. All right, for resources, that is kind of important right now. Let's see what we're doing with in terms of weapons. Those are the weapons we have right here. Not a lot. Yeah, not a lot. When people look at my weapons, they're like, where's your, I'm like, I'm free to play and new to this game and I have nothing. I've just been doing stories and leveling up my champions. I know there are some weapons that are hidden in some quests, hidden in some, I've not picked all of them up. And there's a new type of weapon I can craft in these new regions, right? I've not also done that. I'm just picking up all the materials so that maybe we can get that done. And for artifacts, this is what we're working with right now. Now we are not doing a lot other trash stuff. Now, there's a next question I wanted to ask, which is kind of important. As a newer player, we're always considering this, if it's even worth it. What do they call that stuff now? Let me get to this place, which is easier to do it, so you guys can see my problem that I have right now. Because at a point where I was trying to take artifacts to level 20, I ran out of artifacts to sacrifice. I've sacrificed 3-star, 4-star, right? It's cool. But sacrificing 5-star to get an artifact to 20, it's weird. Even if that's 5-star artifacts is totally trash, people say do not sacrifice your 5-star artifacts to take another one to 20. You should spend it on, what do you call that content now? Basically where you put some artifact and it converts it to another, right? Let me see the proper name to call it on the crafting bench. This part, I think he's got unlocked. The strong box, yes, that's what I was trying to remember. Strong box. Now when I came to the strong box, I was like, none of these artifacts are needed on a champion that I'm building right now. You see those 5 champions I showed you the artifact? None of Noblesse, Bloodstain, Wanderer's Troop, Gladiators, Tundra, none of them do I need on the champion that I currently have and I'm building. But people say there's a new, what do you call this thing now? New region coming up, and that new region will introduce a new artifact or into the strong box, one that is already existing that we could use. I'm like, so I should not level my champions, my artifacts to 20 or to that new region comes up. And another thing I also noticed that when I do this strong box, I lose a lot of artifacts. Let's say this one, right? I look at the trash one. Of course, I know the trash ones. Let's say I just pick. I'm not going to actually do it. Don't worry. And the value I get back is like, you put the 12 or so and you get 3. How many do you get back? 3 or so. And then what if the 3 you get back is totally trash? You're like, did I just sacrifice? So basically, I'm trying to say I sacrificed so much artifacts that I could have used to take another artifact to 20, and then the 3 or 4 I get back is still trash. I'm like, is this what people are doing in these games? Now, if you have all your best artifacts at level 20, you probably are not thinking like me. That's for endgame players. All your best artifacts on your champions are 20. So at that point, you save everything for strong box. I understand that. But for me, where all my artifacts are 16, 12, 16, 12, I don't have anything to sacrifice to them. Are you saying I shouldn't use this to actually do it? I should be using this to sacrifice and get 3, 4 back and it's totally trash? That's my contention with this. I looked for videos about the strong box and it's not a lot of people talk about the strong box. Everybody just agreed that we're going to sacrifice all our artifacts to the strong box and get something, or save for the next upcoming region that is going to add something new to the strong box and we can do it. So I guess I've not come across one Thundering Fury or anything that is going to be needed for Electro or something. I guess that's why I'm not appreciating this right now. I feel like I still rather prefer to farm that domain for the artifacts. I know you don't have resources to farm the domain unlimited, but this can give you another way of getting the artifacts. I also recognize that part. So for now, this is just what I just noticed, and I did start using some of these 5-star artifacts to take some of those gear you see to 20. But I stopped though, so I can start saving a lot of some of it. And yes, we'll start getting from 4-star, some 3-star from our general exploration. So that's something I wanted to put out right here too, so you guys can put me on the wrong path if put me on the right path if I'm on the wrong path right now. All right, is there any other thing that I should check out on this video? Is already long enough. This is 26 minutes updates because it's been a week or so since I gave the last update, so I guess it needed to be this long so you can get a full view of what the account has been up to in terms of our progression, and a lot has changed. I didn't check out this handbook and see where we are. Yes, level 10 for the experience. Commissions, I changed my commission from Leeway to Sumeru because probably should change it to Inazuma now, since I'm going to be in Inazuma a lot, but I still change to Sumeru because I find the Sumeru one a little bit more easier to do and more fun, I guess. They're just funny. Some just go use T to run around and you get it. Just like, I'm like, oh wow. All right. Is there any other thing I need to look at? This is the next thing I should be doing to get this. So I guess I'll get this to unlock that for Traveler. Yeah, I'll end it right here. Like I said, you guys want to add me and play with me in co-op or anything, that's my UID right here on screen. I'm not hiding it. Add me up so we can exchange and join words. I didn't even show you the teapot progression right now because teapot is currently at level 5 and we can start buying a little bit of fragile resin. Yes, those fragile limited resin from the teapot. We finally reached that stage where we can buy at least one a week. I think that's what it allows you to buy, and we can do that. So teapot progression so far it's good. So that's the update from this account. Now before I do end it, I will do some wish. Let's end it in a good note. We're not gonna wish from this banner. We're not gonna wish from this banner. We are skipping out on these banners right now. So I'm saving everything for the next upcoming banner. So if I head over to the shop, I am tempted to see, oh, I can buy this. No, I can't buy it this time around. So hopefully we can get some needed stuff. Beidou, Noel. Definitely not buying any of these rounds because I don't have the resources for that. I just wanted to check to see what is available right there. Stardust Exchange, we can buy this. Now, I should buy this one first, right? First, before I even put anything on this one. Ooh, now I can buy 4. No problem. We can come back to for one more. So that's the Stardust Exchange. We can buy one more right here. Good checking. And now, time for me to wish. My most wanted champion on this banner will probably be a C1. Don't hate me for this. Probably be a C1 Tainari. Because if I invest in this champion this much, I want the best out of him. So I don't want a different champion. I want him to be my only champion. I know that I focus on and enjoy using, but probably will be okay with a catching. Don't want a Mona, for sure. Don't want a Chichi. Look at me talking as if I'm actually going to get something from this banner. Why I'm saying this is because we've never gotten a 5-star from our standard wish. We've not gotten it. A 5-star champion. Our standard wish was Tainari, was gotten from this character event wish where we got Tainari instead of Kazuha. So we lost our 50-50. So definitely Sanganomi, Kokomi is good too, but she's not. We'll wait for the next banner. or the next, or the next. So for now, we're going to spend only this 27 standard wish right here and see what we can get to improve our account or to improve constellation for the champions we already have. Wish me luck. Let's go. 10. I'm never going to wish on the standard banner. That's a 5-star. Woo! Woo! Please be a character and not a weapon. Please be a character and not a weapon. Please be a character and not a weapon. Let me adjust a little bit. Oh, not Amber. I'm never going to build her. Just wasted my chance of getting a 4-star. What else? What else? Please be a character, not a weapon. Keching. Not Chi-Chi. Tainari. And it's Jin. No. Is Jin really as bad as people say these days? Probably never gonna build her. I have a C6 Hazel, right? What's his name? Is it Hazel? That does animal? Is Jin really build worthy of to be spent this much resources on her in 2023? Let me know in the comments below. I know when I got Tainari, people say he's actually okay. He's not that bad. He's Dendro. And I was like, oh, not that bad. I didn't get Kazuha. I got Tainari instead, but I was not shattered to pieces with my dreams were not, you know. He's still a usable character. So is she worth it? Because I don't want to settle or build 2 5-star champions right now when I'm not done with a lot of other supporting roles. So she's gonna wait right now. She's gonna wait until you guys let me know what to do with Jin. I lost my 50. I lost, well, it's not like 50-50, it's just a random standard wish, but that's Jin. We are no longer in Mondstadt, so these 2 champions were all from Mondstadt, and I do not appreciate them. I'm also looking forward to a Favonus, one of those Favonus weapons that people say is actually great. Let me go to the shop and buy that one more before I forgot that Stardust. That's Jin, Master Jin. Spend on this Star Glitter, but I'll hold on for now. We have 30 days before it resets. Let's go and open the rest and single pools. Oh, I still have another 10 pool to go. Ooh, that's good. There's no way we're getting 5-star back to back, right? It's not possible, right? Come on. It's not possible, right? Anyways, please give me something I can use. Even give me 2 4-star champions, I appreciate. I should be specific when I'm saying 4-star champions, so it doesn't give me another Amber. That's the Favonus we're looking for. Because my traveler right now is rocking some random trash 4-star gear that I found from Mondstadt Blacksmith. So that's my first Favonius weapon. We'll actually see if it's going to be useful. Give me another 4-star, not just one, please. Can I get another 4-star? Nope. Favonius, what does it actually do? Crit hit has a 60% chance. It does have energy recharge. That's why people say it's good on the Traveler, Dendro Traveler. Chance to generate a small amount of elemental particles, which will regenerate 6 energy for the character. For the character or for everybody else? I thought it's for everybody else. I guess it's for this character itself. Alright, let's see what we can do with the last 7 that we have. Can't do 10 more wishes anymore. Let's go singles. There is no real reason to hold on to your standard wish. It's just delaying your progression, right? Now I have a weapon that can be better than the physical damage weapon that I'm currently using on the Traveler. So let's go. I asked this before. Do I even actually leave this page before I go to the next one? I thought I could just do it on this page, but I always have to go back. Woo! That's another 4-star. It would be nice if I can get another before this I know I wanted an Electro champion to help me with Dendro because of the reactions, but he's not on my top tier list to be built, so he's definitely gonna chill. Definitely my first Electro beside Lister, so maybe he gets built, or I just do Electro and Hydro all through, or Electro Cryo. You guys, I'll look forward to your feedback in the comments. Another 4-star. Thank God, be a champion. Stringless. Okay, Stringless. Is that good? Is that bad? I don't know. Stringless, I heard is good. I have to check what it does. Give me one more 4-star out of this 4 standard. Let's get. I've grinded enough. I deserve this break because wishing is the most interesting part of Genshin, I tell you. But if you've not been wishing for a long time, you kind of forget that it exists. Until now, today, I'm reminded that it exists and I got a Jin. And the last one is gonna be a 4-star, please, please. Yes, end it in a good note, please. Character or weapon. What the hell is this? Is this a good weapon? Let me quickly go check. That's all they wish, but let me check what I got. Weapon. Looks weird. Elemental Mastery. I thought it was a Claymore. It is a Claymore, but not something my Noel need. Noel is my only Claymore champion I have. But Razor could use it, I guess. Elemental Mastery. Which other one did we get? We got a Stringless, and that's Elemental Mastery also. Is this something that Tainari could use instead of his 3-star bow right now? Because the 3-star bow is giving him crit, right? What does it do for him? Let's see. Recreate Tainari. That's crit. People say this is much better than Stringless. So Stringless or this. And remember, this is fully refined, 5-star refined. So we'll have to see what people rate it as on Tainari, whether Stringless is better. Some people might most probably say the 3-star fully ascended is better than the Stringless. Elemental Mastery is good on him, but crit rate is even better. Increase elemental skill and boss damage by 24%. Could even go higher when you put it to 70, 80. So comment below what I should do about Tainari. Should we stick to this, or should we do what do we do with Razor? Should we stay there while we still focus on these champions that we have right now to 60 and all these weapons to 90? Because I really want to push this account to the best of my ability. You guys, it's been a fun one. It's been a huge update, and I wanted to give everything out there in this video. Hope it wasn't too long for you guys. Even if it was too long, hope you enjoyed it. I'm a new content creator to Genshin Impact. I'll appreciate if you hit that like in this video right now and you leave me your subscription. It's totally free to hit that subscribe button. I do not have any viewers. I don't have any subscribers, but you. So please subscribe. Please like. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. I come back with some new update that I've done so far on the account and progressed all to that ultimate end game that we're all looking forward to. Later, guys. Woo!